tonight you have an audition, so I want you to describe for me how you're feeling.
Those are today? Oh, wow. I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
So this week it is homecoming, and that means a lot of different things to a lot of different people.
This is homecoming, you know, one of the biggest games we have.
I really did not know. I don't know if you guys really knew it or not. I'm so serious when I say I did not know that we were having tryouts today. This is really blowing my mind.
You can literally have every step, legs, lines, leaps, all of it, but are boring. Then we don't want to watch you. This is an experience. We are the HBCU experience. I want a show.
This week there's a lot of pressure because a lot of the alumni Orchesis are coming back, and they are serious about the Orchesis, okay?
They look at the field and they tell the coach and the captain how the girls look, and they're ruthless.
We just learned the routine in an hour, and we're about to audition.
I went in and I introduced myself. I'm not gonna put myself in that predicament, and I know the dance. That ain't me.
They walked out.
It's fun.
After I finished the walk, I just repeat myself, and I stopped. I said, yeah, I can't. I had to get out of there.
Right before audition started, Jada and Etasia, they both came to me and they showed signs of worry. It was, we're not comfortable, but we're gonna try because they know I'll get on them. At least try, because you never know what may happen.
It's crazy because like right after I felt this, this right here showed me I ain't had no energy. I didn't do it at all. So that was that.
And then I was looking at myself in the mirror. That was really throwing me off too. I was trying to look past myself, but I couldn't.
The girls actually learned the routine last week. That was the performance, or that was the song that they performed for our UAPB game. This week, Jada and Etasia did have some personal issues that they were dealing with the previous week, so they did not learn it.
I was good up until like halfway through the dance. And after that, it left me. I should have walked out. I just didn't do my best because I wasn't as prepared as I usually am for auditions.
Okay, thank you.
I did what I did the last game, so I don't like making eye contact.
It's kind of good that I'm making games at the same time. It's like, now that I've made them, I kind of want to keep making games, so I'm still working hard to make sure that I'm doing what I need to do to keep making field.
It's how you're working in the studio. You could have everything that we need in the studio, but are you coming to practice on time? But is your work finished? Are you always sick? Are you always trying to call out? Are you always eating hot Cheetos in the studio? It could be more than just what you showed us in 60 seconds.
Tashana, her audition wasn't bad. Her and Octavia, we used them to balance each other out. It's like if you take one, you have to take the other. If you don't take one, you don't take the other.
Tati, because she has danced, she'll pick up the energy. She's making simple mistakes.
Especially in the stands. And then she'll do really, really good in here, and then we go out there and like, it gets soft. But I know she's capable. It's just kind of like, I'll say it's not consistent for me to just be like, yes, put her out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, That's 9 including myself.
I need 2 more girls.
For me, judging the audition process is hard because I can say I'm a pretty tough critic. And sometimes, like, the vision that I have for what I created, I have to still run it by Miss Maroney or Coach Smiley, and Coach Aseki, she is in the auditions as well. So if it were up to me, I say less is more.
If I had it my way, we would have had a whole team. Because when you put them all together, they look so powerful. You have Troy?
Yes.
Would that make it 11?
I'll take Tashana or Kaya. And they're both.
You take Tashana and Kaya over Tati? 1, 2.
Before I left off, I had already learned the dance. Yeah, I'm a little nervous now because I didn't have the time to kind of drill it, but I'm sure I'll come through. I gotta pray about it.
I just finished trying out, and I feel like I did okay. Could have done better, but I try not to be so sloppy.
I mean, it's always nerve-wracking because, like you said, it's never guaranteed, so.
Do we want to see this group together?
Just to do the...
Like, just to see them as a whole doing it, or maybe a group?
Can I see?
Sometimes it is challenging in the audition process because, for starters, we ask them to come in one by one. So we kind of like take them out of their comfort zone and make them perform it by themselves. So then we bring them in maybe with another person to see how they blend or they feed off of their energy. Because I know a lot of girls, they get kind of psyched out in their head when they go by themselves. So it could be pretty challenging trying to pick the set number for the field girls each week.
It's my first homecoming. I'm a freshman. It was my dream to get on the field.
I've been doing this for almost 4 years now. Just do what you gotta do, and whatever happens, just happens.
Okay, let's do it. All right, call them in. Line them up.
A lot of you guys have really good auditions. It's just missing like 1 or 2 things. But overall, a lot of you guys are improving. The people who didn't make this game, you guys are definitely improving. Keep up the work, do what you need to do each week so that, you get a different answer.
We had 9 girls. I like the captain to showcase on the 50 if I can. So I had that odd number. So I had my 11 girls. Yes.
I want to go out there with my strongest people and know that they're going to have my back. I'm like, okay, we can go out there with 5 and kill it. All right. These are the ladies who will be dancing for homecoming this weekend. If I call your name, step forward. Troy, step forward. Kaya, step forward. Kaylin, step forward. Essence, step forward. Zion, step forward. Charity, step forward. Tati, step forward. Gasia, step forward. Ebony, step forward. Tashana, step forward. Congratulations.
I feel like I did as best as I could. When they called us in and whenever my name wasn't called, it's a little upsetting. At the same time, like I'm not really complaining. I was a little shocked only because I felt like I did good, especially this being homecoming and this being a pretty good game. I mean, a pretty big game. You're never guaranteed a spot.
You're gonna get 1,000,001 no's before you get that one yes. Not saying that you have to wait until you're 1,000,001 no. It's not always because you don't have what we're looking for. Sometimes it might be we only have 10 uniforms to go where we're going, so the top 10 fight for your spot, and that's in the industry. This is not to break hearts. This is not to break dreams. This is a business, so we carry it as such.
Get it together.
You got this, me.
It's okay.
I am a freshman. I just feel like I would be ready right now, but you know, I obviously see that I'm not ready.
Wait, she little, so I got
I'm so dead. So I can't believe I went out there and, you know, forgot the routine. I kind of felt real disappointed in myself.
When you come in here, you want to like come in prepared, like, okay, do I look presentable for one? A lot of us were not using our space or like full range of motion. You kind of did the routine in one spot. I know what homecoming is going to be about, but knowing that, okay, these girls performed last week, I'm feeling pretty good about this week, surprisingly.
Today, me and Zion are going to shop for the seniors for their gift that we're giving them on homecoming. Just something to show them that we appreciate them.
What is it? The confetti, like the sparkly stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know what it's called.
We just kind of want to show our appreciation that, you know, this is hard stuff, and you know, y'all don't have to help us, but you do. You go out of your way to, you know, make sure we're straight.
Yeah. Hold on, because I want a pen. Look at this. These are cute too.
The seniors that I look up to, there's not a lot of seniors on the team right now, but it's probably gonna sound cliche, but I actually do look up to Lyric, the captain. She carries herself in a way that a woman is supposed to, so that's something that I look up to. And I'm glad that I was able to meet her and see her and, you know, witness all that before she graduated.
Our seniors are like really cool. They're very protective over us because we're their little sisters and they want the best for us.
Okay. So I want to add a jump because we only do Majorette that's like half and half. So I was like, gonna add like a firebird.
So me and Lyric were captains together for 2 years because we were known as Fire and Ice captains. And now this gave Lyric all the ammo and opportunity to really show and prove to even herself like how hard she can really come or how she can really turn herself around. It's always about growing.
You know that's not but this is trying to give it my all, as well as like focus on graduating and, you know, doing everything I have to do academically, because that's really the biggest balance.
From my perspective, I've definitely seen growth in Lyric since I've graduated, and I'm very happy for that. This week for homecoming, I came in to revisit the ones that came in under me. Typically, as Orchesis, we don't get to attend these events that take place, so I want to be every bit of support that I can to them.
Normally, we don't really get to go to any of the events.
We practice day in and day out. Like, I think the latest, my freshman year, I think we stayed here until almost 1 o'clock.
I'm striving this year to like get everything we need to get done out of the way so that the girls can actually like experience their first homecoming. Making sure that the girls are, you know, refreshed on all those traditional counts that we may not do as much anymore. Our hard work needs to be seen because we're in here 5+ hours a day, just simply training and then rehearsing so we can look good.
I have been able to watch the team since I've graduated. I wanted to stay close, but at the same time not stay too close, so I can see the difference from when they've just started. You always progress each semester. You're supposed to turn into a different dancer.
5, 6, 7, 8. I have to elevate my girls. I want them to be posted. I want everybody to be saying our name and, you know, giving our props that, you know, we deserve. It hurts because it's like we spend so much time practicing and we sacrifice so much. Just that pressure of being perfect, especially being a captain, because you look at captains at other schools and everybody's just raving over them, and it's like, okay, well, what am I not doing? Am I not good enough? Am I not, am I just not good at all? Like, do people not like me?
I was here maybe about 2 years before Lyric came in, so of course people knew me more than they knew her. It's not that I was just overshadowing, it's the Jalen show. It was never that. If anything, your time is coming. And as we can see, it's Lyric's time now.
This is back to go front. Back row starts on this. Troy texted me the other day and she was like, I'm just so proud of you as my captain. Like, I look up to you. And I was just, it was just a random text. And it just meant a lot because I have been going through a lot of stuff, like with my family and just deaths and things, and I have to go in and be strong in the studio and be this leader. And there's so much stuff going on, and not a lot of people ask if you're okay. And so I've had to learn to put on this mask of me being okay all the time when I'm not okay, I just feel pressured to be this legendary captain that everybody loves across the board, and I really had to force myself to get out of it. And I can find myself feeling kind of down and depressed, and people don't really know that. And I'm learning that it doesn't really matter what the world or other outside people say. It's nice to have people, who are there for you, and that's why I just really appreciate the Orchesis Dance Company just as a whole, because it's really held me together these last 4 years. So this week it is homecoming, but you just see thousands of people.
Alumni like to come back and sit and watch us, and it's very nerve-wracking because you don't want to do anything to disappoint the alumni.
Top ladies from the top, practice taking your tapes off.
There's a lot to do. In addition to alumni here, we have primas and proteges. It's gonna be like a little sneak attack on the field. We're gonna get a little razzle-dazzle,
A bit stressful because we're trying to, get our part together, but we also had, the high school girls trying to get their part together at the same time. Thousands of people come from all over just to see us. It's really, it's pretty stressful.